Have you ever considered the political implications of an aging population? It's a question that's growing in relevance as we see a demographic shift happening across the globe. When we talk about an aging population, we're referring to a scenario where the median age of a country's citizens is on the rise and the proportion of older adults is increasing compared to younger generations. Now, why does that matter politically? Well, demographic shifts like these can significantly affect political dynamics. They can influence policy decisions, change voting patterns, and even reshape the political landscape altogether. Think about it. The needs and priorities of a 60-year-old are likely different from those of a 20-year-old, right? And these differences can translate into different political leanings, preferences, and demands. Now, that's the broad brushstroke of the issue. So how exactly does an aging population impact political landscapes? Let's delve into some case studies. Japan, the country with the world's highest percentage of elderly citizens, serves as a compelling case study. Japan's demographic landscape, shaped by a dramatic rise in the elderly populace, has triggered a cascade of socio-political challenges. One of the most pressing issues is the escalation of healthcare costs. With more than a quarter of its population aged over 65, Japan's healthcare demand is sky-high, leading to a substantial rise in government expenditure. This situation is further complicated by the increase in Social Security expenses. The Japanese government has long been committed to supporting its elderly citizens with pensions and other Social Security benefits. However, as the proportion of the elderly continues to rise, these costs are becoming increasingly burdensome. The political implications of these evolving demographics are profound. The government is caught in a delicate balancing act. On one hand, there's the need to address the escalating healthcare costs and Social Security expenses. On the other hand, there's the imperative to stimulate economic growth and ensure the country's fiscal stability. Japan's political leadership has made several attempts to tackle these challenges. These include policies to encourage higher birth rates, extend the retirement age, and promote active aging. However, striking a balance between these competing needs is a complex and daunting task. The political landscape in Japan is also being reshaped by the aging populace. With the elderly forming a significant voting bloc, politicians are increasingly catering to their interests. This includes policies focused on healthcare and Social Security, which are of vital importance to this demographic. In essence, Japan's aging population is not just a demographic statistic. It's a powerful force that is reshaping the nation's political landscape, influencing policy decisions, and posing a significant challenge to the government's efforts to balance economic growth with social responsibility. Japan's case is a clear example of how an aging population can create a complex political balancing act. Germany, Europe's most populous nation, provides another interesting perspective. This country, known for its robust economy and high standard of living, is grappling with a rapidly aging population, a phenomenon that has far-reaching political implications. Germany's population is getting older and at a faster pace than most other countries. By the year 2050, it's projected that 1 in 3 Germans will be over the age of 60. This demographic shift is putting immense pressure on the country's social security system, particularly in the area of pension reform. Pensions in Germany are largely financed through a pay-as-you-go system, where current workers pay into the system to support current retirees. But as the number of retirees increases and the number of workers decreases, this system is becoming increasingly unsustainable. Politicians are now faced with a difficult choice: reduce benefits for retirees, increase contributions from workers, or find some other solution. This issue has become a major point of contention in recent political debates, with different parties offering varying solutions. The aging population has also influenced Germany's immigration policy. Germany has traditionally been a country of emigration rather than immigration. However, the need for a young, vibrant workforce to support the aging population has led to a shift in this stance. The country has opened its doors to immigrants, particularly those with skills that are in high demand. This has not been without controversy, though, as it has sparked debates about cultural integration and national identity. The political landscape in Germany is being reshaped by these demographic changes. Politicians are being forced to rethink long-standing policies and adapt to the changing needs of their constituents. The issues of pension reform and immigration are just 2 examples. Other areas such as healthcare and housing are also being affected. Just like Japan, Germany's aging population has brought about significant political challenges and changes. The way the country navigates these challenges will not only determine the future of Germany, but could also serve as a blueprint for other countries facing similar demographic shifts. Across the ocean, the United States presents a different scenario. Here, the political implications of an aging population are as diverse as the country's vast landscapes. Let's delve into a few key areas: Social Security reform, healthcare costs, and the shifting political power of older voters. Social Security, a fundamental safety net for American retirees, is under strain. It's projected that by 2034, the Social Security Trust Fund will be depleted, and the system will only be able to pay out about 80% of promised benefits. This looming crisis has spurred political debates over potential solutions, from raising retirement ages to increasing payroll taxes. The choices made will directly impact the financial security of millions of older Americans. Next, we turn to healthcare costs. As people age, their healthcare needs invariably increase. In the United States, where healthcare is largely privatized, these costs can be astronomical. The government program Medicare provides some relief, but it's not enough. Many older Americans are left struggling with medical bills, creating a pressing political issue. Policymakers need to grapple with finding ways to make healthcare more affordable and accessible for this growing demographic. Lastly, let's consider the changing political power of older voters. In recent decades, the political influence of older Americans has grown significantly. They vote at higher rates than younger citizens, making them a crucial demographic for politicians to court. As this group continues to grow, so does their potential to shape policy and drive political agendas. This shift in voter demographics has profound implications for the future of American politics. The United States, like Japan and Germany, finds its political landscape altered by an aging population. But unlike these countries, the U.S. faces unique challenges due to its specific political structure and societal norms. As the nation grapples with these issues, the political implications of an aging population will continue to shape its future. These case studies illustrate a global phenomenon. Across the globe, we're seeing a rapidly aging population. From the rising sun of Japan, the industrial heart of Germany, to the melting pot that is the United States, this is not a localized issue but a worldwide reality. Take a look at China, for instance. The world's most populous nation is grappling with a rapidly aging society, thanks to decades of the one-child policy. This presents the Chinese government with a monumental task: how to ensure the well-being of its elderly citizens, while maintaining economic growth and social stability. And then there's Italy, a country known for its love of family and tradition. As more Italians live into their 80s, 90s, and beyond, the country's social and healthcare systems are being pushed to their limits. The Italian government is challenged with the task of providing adequate care for its elderly, while also ensuring the future prosperity of its younger generations. Let's not forget about the African continent. While Africa is often seen as a young continent, it too is experiencing an increase in its older population. This demographic shift is putting pressure on African governments to develop policies and programs that cater to the needs of their aging citizens. These examples underline a universal truth. The challenges of an aging population are shared by many nations around the world. It's a complex issue, one that can't be solved by a single policy or a one-size-fits-all approach. It requires comprehensive, long-term strategies that take into account the economic, social, and healthcare needs of older citizens. We're talking about creating sustainable pension systems, accessible healthcare services, and inclusive social policies. We're talking about fostering intergenerational solidarity and promoting active aging. We're talking about political solutions that address the needs of an aging population. The political implications of an aging population are a global concern, requiring thoughtful and effective solutions. So, as we continue to live longer and healthier lives, it's up to our leaders, policymakers, and societies at large to ensure that we can all age with dignity and grace. Aging populations pose significant political challenges, as illustrated by our case studies. The stories of Japan, Germany, and the United States paint a vivid picture of the political consequences of an aging populace. In Japan, we've seen the strain on social security systems and the need for innovative solutions to support an older workforce. Germany's experience underscores the impact on healthcare resources and the need for policies that cater to an aging demographic. And the United States? It's grappling with the political implications of a changing voter base, with older citizens playing a more dominant role in political decisions. But these aren't isolated incidents. This is a global phenomenon. It's a challenge that demands a collective response, an understanding of the political dynamics, and the will to implement solutions that cater to our aging populations. As the world's population continues to age, the political implications will become increasingly important. It is a challenge that requires our attention and understanding, today and in the future.